If I told you to run to a gas station, reach into the bottom of a storage tank, scoop up some black sludge and smear it on your lips to stop them from cracking, you'd think I'd lost my mind. Yet that's basically what you're doing every night. The only difference is that the version you use has been spa-treated so thoroughly that its origins are almost unrecognizable. Vaseline, the smooth wax you apply to your lips, your face, even minor burns, is actually a very close relative of gasoline. And yes, the story sounds like a mild industrial scam, but it isn't. Beneath that pure appearance lies a refining secret that most people never notice. Which leads to the question that makes this whole story more intriguing. Why doesn't putting petroleum residue on your skin kill you? To understand that, we need to return to a familiar place, the gas station. When crude oil is pumped into a distillation tower, a steel column taller than a building, it's heated until lighter molecules separate from heavier ones. The tower becomes a kind of molecular apartment complex. Light materials float upward. Heavy ones sink down. Gasoline and diesel live on the upper floors. At the lowest level, dark, dense, and heavy sit long, sluggish molecules, the ancestors of the white gel inside your jar of Vaseline. Raw oil residue isn't pretty. It's thick, black, like lakebed mud, and the smell alone could ruin your appetite. But here's the twist. Once impurities are removed, those long hydrocarbon chains become incredibly inert and safe. They don't react with skin, don't penetrate deeply, don't irritate, and most importantly, they form a nearly perfect water-resistant barrier. The paradox is this: precisely because Vaseline is chemically boring, it becomes extremely useful for skincare. That transformation only happens through a refining process few people ever hear about. Think of Vaseline's journey as a molecular makeover. Crude residue goes through multiple purification stages, a detox. But for hydrocarbons, first comes vacuum distillation, separating long molecules from the chaotic mix. Then, high-pressure filtration removes the most dangerous compounds in crude oil, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, substances associated with cancer risks. The scariest elements are stripped away layer by layer. Next is a triple-stage refinement using activated clay, carbon, and ultrafine filters to remove odor, color, and remaining toxins. What remains is a nearly inert block of hydrocarbons, clean enough to meet medical-grade standards, the same material hospitals use to protect skin after surgery. In simple terms, you're not putting gasoline on your face. You're applying the gentlest fraction of petroleum, a version cooked, filtered, scrubbed, and purified until it barely resembles its origin. It's like taking muddy river water, running it through 20 filters, and ending up with bottled spring water. You wouldn't even recognize where it came from. But what makes Vaseline unique isn't just purity, it's how it works. This is the part that surprises many people. If you smeared unrefined crude oil onto your skin, you'd likely get irritation, inflammation, and a night full of regret. Yet once all toxic compounds are removed, Vaseline is left with simple straight-chain hydrocarbon substances your body basically ignores. Human skin is an intelligent barrier. It lets moisture escape while keeping dirt out. Vaseline does one very simple thing. It seals the escape route for water. It doesn't absorb. It doesn't react. It doesn't soak into your body. It just rests quietly on the surface like an invisible raincoat. Ironically, this chemical indifference makes Vaseline one of the strongest occlusive moisturizers ever created. When applied, the water already inside your skin can't evaporate. The softness you feel isn't because Vaseline adds moisture, it's because it locks in what you already have. Imagine closing a window on a cold day. Warm air stays inside, and suddenly everything feels comfortable, simple, yet incredibly effective. And that brings us to the final twist, the subtle industrial illusion behind the story. When the industry markets Vaseline as a symbol of purity, they're not lying, they're just not telling the whole story. Its origin might shock you. but its final form aligns perfectly with what human skin needs, a barrier that prevents moisture loss. What's fascinating is that Vaseline doesn't transform your skin the way modern cosmetics claim to. It doesn't boost collagen, doesn't rejuvenate cells, doesn't rely on vitamins A, B, C, or D. It acts like an architect building a wall, a sealed barrier that keeps hydration from escaping. And for over 150 years, nothing has built that wall better. Sometimes the most luxurious-looking products are descendants of things once considered industrial waste. Vaseline is a perfect example, an industrial plot twist, something born at the bottom of an oil barrel that became a global symbol of cleanliness. So, are you really putting gasoline's relative on your face, genealogically? Yes. Technically, not at all. What you're applying is a chemical shield so pure that hospitals trust it, and if hospitals trust it, maybe we should at least consider why. If you enjoy these kinds of industrial deep dives, where pure beauty products hide darker histories, hit follow. The next story I'm planning involves another skincare item, originally invented from wartime waste. Just hearing that already smells like drama. You won't want to miss it.